Okay. So today I'm going to talk about Aurubis, of course, and our role in the project as an industrial partner. And finally, in the last 45 minutes, I will discuss about the lifelong learning topic. Aurubis is a large company. We're one of the leading companies in in metal producing, the largest copper producer in Europe, and by the end of this year, we will have developed our recycling plant in the USA. We have a sustainable, environment-friendly network of smelters, and we are proud to say that we're going to reach carbon neutrality before 2050. Okay. This is basically a schematic of our business. On the left-hand side, we have the recycling part. On the right-hand side, we have the primary copper and metal producing. We are a company that is a custom smelter, so to say. That means that we don't own our own mines, but we are in the business of metal processing. And as far as the circular economy is concerned, starting from the left-hand side here, in the copper concentrates, then we provide smelting and refining of different metals. You see them listed here. And of course, we have secondary operations where we, similarly to the other two industrial partners that gave the presentation before me, we produce some special products that by closing the loop, we, as I said, are the largest recycler in the world, especially for copper. So that's why we have an integrated network of scrap collectors coming from consumers at the end of the lifetime of the products that we have, and then we implement this in our production loop. My company is Aurubis Bulgaria, situated in mid Bulgaria. We are the largest company in the country, and also the largest trader, exporter, and importer. Mm, the main employer in the region, with about 1,000 people working currently in the company. This is an overview of our plant, and I'm hoping that next year you have the chance to look at it personally when we are going to have a meeting on site. There are several production lines, the smelter, the basic one, and the tank house for copper refining. Also secondary production of sulfuric acid, which comes from the converting of the concentrates sulfur. And finally, we have a flotation plant where we treat our metallurgical slags, where we take out the additional copper that's left in the slag, and we produce iron silicate fines. This is on the bottom left here. This is something new. It's photovoltaic plant that we built for our own purposes. It's the largest one private photovoltaic plant, and we are planning by the end of 27 to have 3 more of these. This way, trying to reach our carbon neutrality. A bit about the history of the company. It was established in 1958. servicing at this time the several open mines in the country. Um, and then an important part of our history was the privatization in 97 by a Belgian company, which later on was acquired by the German Norddeutsche Affinerie and emerged into today's Aurubis. And you see some major steps that we had during the years. Um, we are very well positioned in Europe, and as I mentioned, we are now currently being a hub, not only analytical but also producing for the rest of our network of sites. And in the country, we are the largest investing company, and the project for 2027 now is investments roughly about €500 million. Of course, we aim at all the industrial standards, and we were the first company in the group to be standardized by the copper mark. And my friend Peter Gajev was actually my colleague who is involved in the SkiComCu project. Was entirely his job to do that. As I said, our role in the project, similarly to the other industrial partners, is to review our job profiles. So far, we have participated in the internal validation of these methodologies. We conducted a focus group interview recently and the skills gap survey, and we recruited people to do that, especially for the profiles of mineral processing technician and metallurgical engineer. And work package 5, we are going to carry out online pilot testing of these materials that are going to be produced by the project. And we also have 2 pilot networking actions that are focused on women and people of vulnerable social groups. As for the topic of lifelong learning, we believe that our knowledge, that our expertise could be valuable for developing this content. That is also not only theoretical but also practical and relevant to industry professionals, and to reflect the real-world challenges and solutions. As I mentioned, we will be leading the networking actions for women and vulnerable social groups. Aurubis Bulgaria has already have made several steps in that term. We have internally a Women for Metals group, and I'm proud to say that Bulgaria as a country is known traditionally as a matriarchy, so we didn't experience the issues that women are facing probably in the western part of Europe. But I'm hoping that we can also share some of our knowledge on the topic of diversity and equal access. We are going to participate in the validation of these methodologies. No, we already participated in the validation, and we will make sure that these skills that are taught from these courses produced by the project are up to date and in high demand. So I guess for the future market development of the materials. We are providing direct feedback from our industry professionals, And this is also crucial for the improvement of that lifelong learning to be actually continuous, as the name lifelong says for itself. Um, uh, we will provide input on our annual GTM strategy report, and yeah, we'll help align those initiatives with market insights and sustainability goals. As I said, we have a sustainability department in the company, and those guys are on our side to help us support the project. And of course, we will take a leadership role in guiding these objectives in the project, and we'll make sure that the project remains focused and delivering high quality education. The company's management is maintaining high standards, and that would contribute to the um, to the fullness of the program that's going to be produced, and we want to help establish the best practices for future initiatives, not only this project but also in the future. And I am I think I'm already repeating myself with several of these slides. So uh, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, and I think this is going to be all from my side. I thank you for your attention.